A1A, right across from Dancers Royale, which I don't know why I mentioned that. This is Juice and Java. I'm at right now. Juice and Java is a really good place. They're open from I think 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. They have good stuff. One door down though is this gentleman's art studio. His name's Michael Moffat, and I wanted to show you his display of artwork. He's got a pretty interesting he's got a very interesting style of artwork. Portable War Memorial. Those are, I don't know what those children are a reference to. It's interesting. Artwork is really extraordinary. This guy's artwork, I don't know if you take a look at it, but he's obviously a Marine veteran, and he's got a lot to say about war. It's extraordinary artwork. Did a lot of molding, rubber molding, and man, just Michael Moffat's just an incredible artist. It's really interesting that this art studio is here. Hey, what's up, Michigander? Yeah, he's very much very outspoken about his opinions on war. It's pretty strong, very illuminating, quite interesting, quite interesting. Beautiful art. My philosophy is it's not art if it's not art. It's not art unless it has the potential to be a disaster. And that stuff is definitely strong. It's got some of the most strongest emotional and brutal statements about the effects of war. And guy definitely knows what's up. He's won some awards too, which I think is incredible. Anyway, it's right next to Juice and Java here. It's Cocoa Beach, downtown Cocoa Beach. Get some sun through the internet to you over there where it's really cold and crappy. I know it is really bad up there in Michigan. This is a smoke shop down there. That's the Dancers Royale right there. Hey, Raven. Dancers Royale used to be called the Inner Room, and I used to, when I was a cab driver, I used to drive a lot of strippers to their work. You know, there was only one of them was really nice. The rest of them were real snobby. You know, they always paid in $1 bills. But yeah, this is complete contrast to what you guys are used to if you're up north. It's not hot here, but yeah, man. What you're saying, Michigan, there about what vets go through. My uncle's pretty well adjusted to he worked at the post office. And but my dad didn't do well, man. My dad had a lot of survivor's guilt and really bad survivor's guilt. I think that's one of the things that hits those in that kind of service. Also, firefighters, I think, and maybe there's some cops that have survivor's guilt. I don't know. I know that police do end up doing the old checking out, opting out option. You know, they realized that they were actually being bastards to people that didn't deserve it. You know, they have a conscience, and I don't know if that really happens. I think that, I don't know. I have a hard time giving police the benefit of the doubt. Last night was a real drag, man. I did live stream, and I got to tell you, I live streamed when I was riding down to where I was going to stay. The reason why I did it, I had people on here. The reason why I did it was because, can you guys hear me okay? This is how I think broadcasting should be done. The presenter should hold the little microphone up to his, but I did it because I wanted to have live stream going, just in case. Yeah. But yeah, Michael Moffat, if you look him up online, he's one of these extraordinary artists. He's obviously a veteran. And you can turn that energy into your expression. You can turn that into an education for the next generations. You can actually affect change through your artwork. You can actually impact people and say, hey, wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't see war as something glorifying and beautiful and going off to be like John Wayne. Because, you know, John Wayne was my dad was a warrant officer, Raven. When he came home in '67, he was really against the war. His second experience there was really bad. Oh yeah, there's a trash can. I'm gonna pick it up. Yeah, my dad wasn't too fond of how he was used for the war, and he wasn't too fond of how the people that served were treated and how they were used for banks. It was really horrible. His realization of that was extremely angering, I think. And he didn't want that for me, so that's why I didn't join. I didn't put my dad said, he called it a meat grinder. I know that one of the things that pilots had to do, I read this book by Robert Mason called Chicken Hawk. And one of the things you don't think about was after a mission or after a series of missions, you've been flying for days. When you're on your furlough, you got to clean the deck of your helicopter, and you'll find things that you're extracting guys out of hot landing zones, and there's all this stuff that's going to be on the deck of the helicopter that didn't go out the side. And there's one part of his book, he's found a picture of a guy and his girl that was coated in blood. The blood was all dried on the deck, and the guy died. And it's just yeah, Michael Moffat, amazing artist. I'd really love to interview him about his artwork. He's extraordinary. So I'm gonna throw this in the trash here and go inside. Probably gonna get hit with a copyright if I'm not mistaken on this music. But let me get my coffee. I really like dark coffee. And when I make coffee, I grind it espresso. But when I make it in the coffee maker, I don't use I kind of eyeball how much I use. And I don't use too much. If you make it too strong, then it's just, I don't know. I can always eyeball I never measure it. I just eyeball the water and how much I put in the filter. But I grind espresso and just use a coffee brewer. But yeah, I mean, I originally was going to make this live stream about questions and realized, wow. In 1986, 87 actually, the archives, they declassified stuff about Vietnam. And I went to the archives and I read up about some stuff my father went through. I had to, because I'd seen the film Platoon. And I really wanted to know. Because my dad, was gone. And, the reason for him going, was really important to me because he didn't have anybody to talk to. Because his grandfather died, and I think, my great-grandfather was in the First World War. I think they had a lot in common, talking-wise. But, in and out of Pleiku and this place called Firebase Zebra. Yeah, that's true. Scenarios and situations do call for adaptation and clear thinking, clear-headed thinking, and not panicking. Panic is the enemy of survival. There was a firebase called Firebase Zebra, and it was on a plateau on a mountain, and they had the howitzers pointing a certain way, and the helicopters had to fly in through the line of fire. So they had to stop the gun. They had to stop the shelling for the helicopters to fly through. That's a fascinating thought. That's really austere. I mean, when you think about how scary that would be when you're coming in and you're like, you make sure, do they know we're coming? I mean, do they know to stop? And those guys, the artillery guys, they're like, hello, they're like deaf, Did they get the message, But I know that there was a lot of loss of life on our side from mistakes that were made. Yeah. Yeah, the same people that are doing this today or did that back in 2001. They've been doing a lot of things. They did a few of these FOFA things. Hey, JJ, we got Michigan Durin here, Raven. Um, a lot of the I don't know how to say it. Things, incidents that happen with a gun, with a perpetrator, and there's deaths. You know what I'm talking about? These things that happen in schools. Um, Even recently, there have been some that have all the earmarks of that wet work. There was one at a supermarket in Colorado. It was about, I actually posted a video of the guy's live stream. The guy was a block away live streaming, and he went to the supermarket where this had just happened. Okay, and I don't know if you, I'll share it in the description of this if I can remember. Uh, it's very suspicious. It, there's one shot where he goes to the door of the supermarket, and there's a guy standing in the doorway looking down at his phone, and there is a body lying about 10 feet behind him that's crammed between a sign and a trash can. And dude, it doesn't look like a normal. The feet are straight up, and it looks like a mannequin. I swear to God. And there's a people lying out in the parking lot. Nobody is helping them. Nobody is helping them. Nobody's rendering aid to these people. He's standing there, and it's just really weird. Like what happened to helping people? No, I mean, yeah, I know you get it. This is just really strange. I mean, you can tell these things when you get a look at them, and you're like, what the hell's going on? Like, there's a something happened in Connecticut in 2012. That thing, and there's a shot from the helicopter, and if you look at the fire station, there's people walking in circles. There's a guy with a yellow shirt on. You see him go into the fire station, walk back out in circles and circles. And there was a guy. I have a couple of his videos, man, on a hard drive. Boy, these videos are real good. And there was a guy named How I See the World. He had the eye patch. I don't know if you remember him. I'm getting dangerous here, but let me tell you, man, I've got some videos, and there's one guy who made a phone call to the Connecticut coroner's office about a piece of legislation that was passed in 2011 about sealing infant autopsies. They can't be shown. Nobody can see them. That was done before the thing. I don't want to. I don't know. You know, it's but if you can try to understand and grasp the mindset of the people that want to do this, they just want to take our ability to defend ourselves. It's all hinged on that. Uh, you know. Oh my God. Where do you get your feed, Michigander? Man, the critters probably love you, dude. You have chickens and you have chickens or what? Man, I, when I think about what I've found out and researched and learned, there's a I implore any of you. Oh, Raven, it's empathy is dying out. People are just uh, for a long time I've known that it was going to come home, and it has. Yeah, it's here. And depending on where you are in the country, you can see different things of it. Um, it's here. So last night I slept at this Lutheran church on the picnic table, and this morning at about just after sunup, a lady came in a car and got dropped off, and she said, "Are you okay?" And I said, I'm homeless," and she turned around and went inside. She didn't do anything, but I slept on a hard ass. But without that sleeping bag, I eternally thank who that is who brought that to me, man. They know who they are. Um, but I was able to get some good restorative deep sleep, even though my my hip bones hurt like shit from sleeping on that hard surface, man. When you hit your late 50s, you'll know what I'm talking about, man. Um, One of the things I used to love to do when I would play gigs, especially in my band Interval, we played at a place called the 930 Club a bunch of times, and it used to be on F Street. It was at 930 F Street, so they called it 930 Club. And it was this door between two storefronts, and you walk this long hallway, and the the bar and the stage and everything was in the back. So you walk down this long hallway, and you had like I don't know, some clothing stores on both sides of the door, but it was like this doorway. You wouldn't know if it was there unless you knew it was there, unless you were looking for it. And so the place had such great character inside. Like when the lights turn on, when it was after last call, the place looked like an armpit. You could see all the inner workings of the ceiling lights and all that. It was all black, but when the lights were up, you could see the mechanics of the presentation of the bar. It was such an armpit. It was great. Um, but one of the things I loved doing was jumping. I do that too. I stop it right before it's going to stop the microwave. So there are some pictures. I don't know if Norman has any of them, but I used to love to jump. With my guitar. You know, like somebody we all probably can think of. But yeah, I had some big spills on my bike when I was a bike courier. Um, in a hustle and moving really fast, and you just wipe out. Especially if a manhole cover has got water on it and you turn, your tires go right out from underneath you, man. And also steel grates, the grates for the subway on the sidewalks. If they're wet, boom. So it's a different texture than concrete, let me tell you. Your bike will go out from underneath you if you turn, unless you go straight across it. So yeah, those injuries are coming back. My shoulders, my hips. My left shoulder is like numb sometimes. My shoulder blade, it cracks when I raise my arm. But I would give anything to have like a, a, a late '60s Les Paul Gold Top or something, or a 1959 Gold Top. The bodies of those guitars weigh like 9 pounds of wood, and the resonance is so good. They sound really good. The most important thing about electric guitar and an acoustic guitar is the wood. The wood is the most important thing for vibration. And I'm sure Michigander knows what I'm talking about. Oh my God, you did? That sucks. A friend of mine got killed riding towards the Capitol on Pennsylvania Avenue on the median. They were doing construction and they put the steel plates down. He was riding a fixie, and there was a space between the two metal plates, and his front wheel went inside there and he broke his neck. He had 2 kids. He got killed. His fiance and his family, they sued DC government. I think they got a couple $1,000,000 about 10 years later. Saw that on Facebook. There used to be I think there probably is, but I got away from it. Facebook, a DC bicycle messengers page, and I did it for 3 years. There's a guy who's been doing it. I think is when I last in 2019, I saw this guy still riding. His name's Scrooge. It's this black dude with dreads, still being a bike courier after all these years. He's diehard. But that kind of work is really good to be able to do. I really kind of miss it. They don't have anything like that here, and there's no DoorDash for bicycles. Everything is really spread out here. If something is in Merritt Island and the house is in Cocoa Beach, depending on where you are, you've got to go and get the food and then deliver it to the address. And on a bicycle, that's really difficult unless you've got the right equipment to keep, like a basket or panniers on the back of your bike. They use cars for that around here. Michael Moffat. Check out the art of Too Tall Rob. Dude, you're the reason why I went to 7-Eleven. I saw you in a live stream last night, and I really wanted apple fritters, so I went to 7-Eleven. I wanted a apple fritter so bad. Just the way you talk about them. Just the way you talk about apple fritters. It's just like, well, I want one of them. And if you've had an apple fritter, you know that they're good. People bring their dogs here. I love dogs, man.
What?
That's right. You got a dog? Oh, you got a dog. See, look at that dog. Cute dog. Oh my God, he looks like a teddy bear. It's really cute. Oh fuck. Well, I got to work tonight, and I applied for another job. I don't think I can handle it because I need 2 days of rest. Now, if I had a residence, in a bed, I'd be rested up, and I would definitely attack a new job. But I'm thinking about tomorrow night. I'm thinking about it. This place is called Brano's. It's up off of A1A. It's right across from a Motel 6 motel. I'm asking for $12.50 an hour. That's what I told them I'm making at my other job. So I don't know. I gotta call them today and tell them what's up. Blind Straight, hello. Too Tall Rob, well, it's good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. Say hi to PDF for me. He was live streaming, but he's having trouble with Verizon. Verizon is a drag. Oh gosh, I have to show you some of the artwork in here. The artwork in this coffee shop is just incredible. That's a beautiful painting. It really is. That's the kind of fish that messes with you in the surf. It looks like he's. It's very awesome. All right, guys, check out this artwork. This is by Hassan, Monster Island, and it's 325. You know, if I had the money, I would buy that, and I had a place to live, I would buy that. I would put it in my living room. Oh, it's beautiful artwork. Look at that fish, man. It's totally badass, man. And this is a photograph. Cloud Towers, photo on canvas. That's obviously here in Cocoa Beach. Oh, the reflections. Damn it. You can't see this. That's so incredible. That's like uh, that's like the brothers Hildebrandt. Anybody remember the brothers Hildebrandt? They're incredible artists. That's gorgeous. See, this is the Hassan guy again. Look at this. Oh my god, that's so incredible. That is La Isle de Broglie Soul, 275. Done in 2016. The colors are incredible. Look at that. Look at those colors. There's a lot more. This place is called Juice in Java. Um, so, see, I uh, I learned my lesson real young. If you're blessed with things, you get to share it. I can only imagine what it's like coming in and out of the cold there and having to take off your boots and take off your jackets and your scarves and your gloves, and you got the dog, and you got the fireplace, and you got to watch your roof and the ice, and digging your car out of the snow. In the winter of 1977, I believe it was. Um, I lived in we lived in Crystal City, Virginia, in Arlington, and me and my friend Rob Lindsay, we shoveled. Jesus Christ, it's 3 degrees. Um, we shoveled walkways. We shoveled snow, um, and I made all this cash. So what I did, we went to the mall in Crystal City, and I bought the album Kiss Kiss Alive. It would cost like, I don't know, 14.99 or whatever. But you know something? I remember at this instant, I remember opening the cellophane of that record and the smell of the vinyl and Waxy Maxis. I think I bought it at Waxy Maxis. There's a record store that used to be there. Um, anyway, yeah. remember getting stoned, shoveling walkways, and made a bunch of cash. I miss records. Wow. In Arlington, I know that we got 3 feet in 1977. We got 3 feet in the DC area. 19, I think 1990 or 91, we had a nor'easter hit us in DC, and there were like 6 foot snow drifts in DC. It was pretty bad. Um, it really wouldn't take very much for a snowstorm and things to change for a snowstorm to actually hit this part of Florida. It just take a few things to happen, just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh yeah, me too. Snow caves are really great. I love snow caves. Some kids have been killed, you know. So I don't know. I've seen a couple stories. Kid got buried and he got crushed. Well, I don't know. I'm glad I have an audience. It's good to talk to people. Love you guys, man. I'm gonna go step outside again, and then I'll end this stream. Uh, I have no idea when I'm going to get a place. I still don't know. I had a fantastic conversation earlier with this old gentleman here. All right. That's not me. Um, take care, Raven. Don't work too hard. All right. Enjoy the videos. Keep it up. But I hope to get some music done soon. I've got a lot of music saved on my computer that I've done. I've recorded. I'm gonna repost. Beautiful woman. Oh my god. Da, da, da. Oh god. Okay. I can't make a spectacle. She's really gorgeous. Jesus Christ. Shut up, Darrel. What was I saying? What was I saying? Okay, forget it. Anyway, you know how that goes, right? You forget what you were talking about. I had a great conversation with this older gentleman. He's retired. He worked for Department of Defense and stuff, and he worked in D.C. Thank you. Thanks, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Thanks for listening to my playing. I don't really think about what I'm doing when I'm playing. It just sort of comes out. I've never really learned other guitar players' riffs note for note. I hear I've listened to so many guitar players and have a great appreciation for guitar playing. And there's a little bit of communication there. They're communicating something. And if you speak guitar, you get it. But you have to have your own. I guess when I'm doing certain things, I guess I sound like other players. But that doesn't really matter to me. I really just want to come from an authentic place. And I don't want to compare myself to other people. Although people probably do, but it doesn't really mean anything to be I mean, it means something as far as like if you're saying so and so, man, like that. Like if you're really giving somebody like a haiku and you're saying like that part sounded like Pat Metheny or this part sounded like Roy Buchanan or heck, man, that one part sounded like you know um, Ry Cooder or Stevie Ray Vaughan or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I have my own way of playing. I do want to take some lessons from somebody who's real learned. But giving lessons, teaching lessons really helps me have a good foundation so I can be a solid, have a foundation of what I'm doing. So when I'm hearing all the insane notes that I'm playing, all that foundation is strong. And when you're doing all that other stuff, the tonality and you're landing on one, when you're ending a phrase and there's a break in the song, it's really good to be able to and end your line right there and say, okay, that's the end of the sentence. Sounds weird, but I really love Joe Satriani a lot. Adam Stein, hello Adam, good to see you. I like Joe Satriani a lot. He's very formulaic. He has his own style, and it can be a little bit tired if you're listening to a lot of it at once. But I really love his emotions. The emotions he's giving, he's showing, he's going and it's great stuff. Surfing with the Alien is a great record, um, and he has. Uh, 2003, he put out this album. I think it was called Joe Satriani. I think, and there's a song on there called Seven String that's really good. Um, I bought that one. I bought that CD. I remember that. It's sad though. Guitar players die, and they're not going to put anything else out except for Frank Zappa. He put out stuff after he died that he planned. He pre-planned that, but that was all orchestral, compositional, classical music. Some pretty heavy stuff. Frank Zappa was a very smart man. He set up the Zappa Trust. Same with Eddie Van Halen. Um, Boy, that's a heavy duty thing to be part of. The Van Halen Trust. Woo. Wolfgang's pretty damn lucky, man. And I know that he appreciates it. He's got his dad's studio, for God's sake. He's got 5150. That's where he recorded his record. Um, Mammoth, the band Mammoth. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'm going to go outside and show you the sunshine one more time. I'm not doing this gloatingly. I'm doing this in support of understanding what the cold is like. And I'm very thankful I'm not there. I could be a total prick and say, yeah, you guys deserve to freeze to death. No, not at all. Let me switch this camera. So the beach is that way. That way is California. That way that way to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, you have to go over an island, and then the mainland, and then you'll hit the Gulf of Mexico about 120 to 160 miles that way, 150 miles that way. And that way, a block and a half is the ocean. I guess I'll walk over there. Does anybody want to see the ocean? You want to see the ocean? All right. Oh, I'm walking over there for you. How about that? How about that? How about that? No one's going to molest my stuff over there. My stuff will be fine. I'm just going to walk to the ocean and run back. Okay, you guys want to see the ocean or not? Because I'm not going to walk over there for nothing. Just a yes or no. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Cammed up caveman. I'm asking the audience, do you want to see the ocean or do you want to? Okay, here we go. All right, there's your ocean. Just kidding. Now, see, I love these nestled. I love these nestled little roads. See how there's trees on both sides? Really? You used to surf? Yeah, that's right. You did. It's a lot different now, man. Look at all the buildings. How they've wiped it all out. You see this? Oh, there's a pigeon. Pigeon had a piece of something in his mouth or in her mouth to make a nest, and then they just dropped it. It's the air garage. They use oh, there's a C-17, dude. Oh shit. Maybe we'll get a chance to see some aircraft. I don't have any sunglasses. I found a pair of sunglasses in the middle of the road the other night, and they look really cool, but they hurt my head. They squeeze my head really bad. I was like, ugh. Sometimes they just make them to look really cool, but they actually hurt your head. It's like really, like you can tell it's like cheap. It's like there's not much thought put into it. They're just making them to look cool. They look cool, but they squeeze your temples and they like hurt your nerves around your ears. It's just, I hate that. Anyway, this is a beach access here. Let's see, this is North Atlantic and North First Street. Hey, if anybody needs a trash can, they're right here. Hi, tinfoil hatter. If anybody needs a trash can. Yeah, it's gonna get up to about 80 today, I'm sorry to say. Look at this. Yep. I got to be careful. I do not want to get sand in my Vans. I have Vans sneakers on. I don't want to get sand in them. I usually just go barefoot. But see, get a good look at it. there was a C-17, an aircraft going down to Patrick Air Force Base. I wish I'd been out here sooner. He was turning, he was banking. Boy, man. I see him flying, you know. And the brown pelicans, man, they're pretty awesome. God, 8 degrees. God. Yeah, it would. It got down to about 60 degrees. By before dawn, is the coldest, and it was chilly, but it wasn't really cold here. The ground is too warm. And there's the sand, you know. This is your beautiful ocean. This is the North Atlantic Ocean, people. Somewhere probably, I'd say a good 7,000 miles that way is the Titanic wreckage. Oh my God. Marathon, Florida. Yep, that's down by Miami. Yeah. So, this is your ocean. Our ocean on our planet. Our beautiful, beautiful sky. See, not one chemtrail. Look at that. There's not one. Yeah, that's right. And Tinfoil Hatter, Tinfoil Hatter. There's the Hemingway houses in Key West. They're these cats that are polydactyl. They have thumbs. I made a video about cats' rights to drive. Did it a few years ago. It's a comedy, but I act serious about it. But it's funny. I think it's funny. Nobody made a video like that, so I did it because nobody had done it before. Yeah, they have polydactyl, the cats with thumbs. So I said these cats should be able to drive. I have a GIF in there somewhere in the video with this cat driving, you know, with the steering wheel. So I don't know. Nobody made a video like that, so I had to do it. And it wasn't dirty. It wasn't offensive. I just wanted to make the video because nobody had made a video about cats driving cars. And I had imagined that there was this civil rights thing for cats to drive cars, you know, because cats have lives too, you know. But yeah, I'm not going to throw this out. I'm going to put it in the trash can. But I always squeeze it out. The tobacco, drop it, and then hold the filter and throw it in the trash can. Oh, I love them. Yeah, Key West. A friend of mine, really great guy, man. He was a combat correspondent in the Army, and he just finished 10 years in the Coast Guard, and he got his final duty down in Key West, and he's going to retire down there, and he's got a sailboat that he's going to have for an Airbnb. So you can have an Airbnb and a sailboat, and you got a crew, 1 or 2 people that'll man the boat for you. You and your family can just have a great time, you know, on a sailboat. That's a pretty interesting endeavor, don't you think? Well, thanks for following me. Thanks for coming out on the beach with me today. sure was fun. I'm going to walk back to Juice and Java. I'm going to, I got to get a, I'm going to get a month at this 24-hour gym. They have baths. They have baths, a place to shave and clean myself up. Got to do some laundry. Living like this is pretty weird, man. I'm telling you, man. It's really weird. I'm not kidding you. It's hard to stay positive, and I guess live streaming like this is a kind of a way of me trying to reach out to people and connect and talk to people that that find my stuff entertaining to some degree or have common ground. And that's really what the internet is good for, in my opinion. It's really great for just communicating with people. Thank you, Blind Straight. Yeah. Crossing the street. Here's your Beatles shot. No, just kidding. And I'm walking back. I'll end this. I really like it here, man. I really want to stay. You know, I really have to stay here. I don't want to go back to a metropolis. I don't want to go back to a system of. I mean, I don't feel governed here. I mean, I know it's there, but there isn't any overt government oppression here yet. Wow, there's a. Ooh, look at all that poop. There's a lot of bird poop. Hold on. What'd you say? Yeah. Yeah, laundry in Florida. Yeah. Your dad is in Hollywood, Adam? Yeah, I know about that. They have it every year in Key West. Look at this. This mural is just outstanding. I don't know who did this artwork. It might be Michael Moffat. Let's see who did this. I want to show you this mural. No, it doesn't look like Moffat's style. And I love how there's in this cup of coffee, there's the surf, Juice and Java. Oh, Nick, yeah. Nick, I think like 10 or 12 years ago, you posted a video and I really enjoyed the photography or something. The aesthetic of your video was just, you know, I really appreciate people that do that. Oh my God. Well, this is all finished. My thumbnail for this video is right here. DJ Moore. I'm doing okay, man. I'm still, if you're going to be homeless, Cocoa Beach, if you can deal with running and staying away from the police, because the police will throw you in the fucking cage for vagrancy. The cops put me out on the 15th of last month. I was in a live stream with PDF when it happened, and they know me. They know I'm out here. They see me. Oh, there's a victim. We can throw him in jail because we know he's homeless. But at any rate, I'm going to end this. Juice and Java for you. It's a great place to come. So if you're in Cocoa Beach, you have to go to Juice and Java. You have to come and visit Juice and Java. It's a good place. Um, they do have a Starbucks, but what do you get with Starbucks? You don't get any artwork. You just get coffee. No, I have to work. I wish. I can't really swing that. It's too expensive. I have to have a cushion to do that. And my stay at the La Quinta last week cost me more than I planned on and hurt me really bad. So I won't be going there again. Yeah. So I'm pulling in I'm making about 400 a week. So after taxes, I'm making every 2 weeks. I pull in about 7.25, something like that. And I had already gotten an advance. So no, because last week I get paid every 2 weeks, and this week I don't get paid. I get paid in 9 days. So I've got money in my pocket, but I don't have money in my bank account. You got to have a credit card or debit card with that. So but I'm just trying to connect with people here in the neighborhood. Try to find something that way, because it's using the internet to look for a place is just really, it's not cool. I'd rather meet somebody in person and say, hey, yeah, I work right here and wash dishes here and need a place to live. All right, I'm going to end this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. DJ Moore, you take care. Everybody here. See who's in here. See, Sweet Leaf 66. Good to see you. Nick, yeah. Nick, check out Nick. Everybody check each other's channels out. But Nick Gallego is really funny. He's a really cool guy. He was building something in his backyard. Yeah. I don't want to. DJ Moore. Let's see. Michigander, Tinfoil Hatter, Blind Straight. Everybody. Adam Stein. Cammed Up Caveman. Thank you, Cammed Up. Thank you. Oh, your pond. That's it. Yeah, the pond you were building in your backyard. Well, if you had a pond here, it would definitely be, not frozen. All right. Don't eat anything bigger than your head, everybody. Thank you for watching, and whatever. Goodbye for now.